afternoon, folks. Hammy here. My voice is like shot. It can't be helped. Don't have any real videos today except just to tell you I got a cold. I knew it was coming. I could feel it. Voice has been crackly. Throat's been really, really sore. And everybody's telling me, oh, drink tea with lemon and honey and all that. And yeah, that only works for a few minutes, I find. I even tried the spoonful of honey, but it didn't want to stick with me. And the honey's good. Like I would eat the whole jar. I take mine out of the squeezy bottle, the real honey, and it's in a squeezy bottle. But it starts to get sugary. It sugarizes whatever, right? So I put mine in a mason jar. So anytime I want it, when it's warm, I just plunk the whole mason jar right into a pot of warm water. I'm trying to get this light out of your face. There we go. So, um, over the holidays, the wonderful neighbor gave me a bottle of champagne and three things of chocolate. Like, well, it's a sparkling wine. It's kind of like champagne, but not. And I haven't gotten into that or anything. But the chocolates, I forgot about them. You gotta see these chocolates. So the chocolate seems to work well on my throat. And what girl, when she's feeling poorly, doesn't want to eat chocolate? I mean, you can tame a savage beast. Just throw her some chocolate. So I started out with the Terry's Orange, right? There's still lots in there. And then it came in 3 stacks. Like, look at that. I mean, come on. Would that not make anybody feel better? You'd sit there with a whole box of chocolate. Like, really? But you get 3 boxes of chocolates? And these all came together. And this one here says dessert chocolates. There's chocolate mousse, cookie dough, creme brulee, and tiramisu. And that's what these ones look like. So they look pretty good, right? They are. I'm trying to go easy on them because I'm already fat and I don't need to add more chocolate to my fat. So I'm down to 2, which is the tiramisu. Is that which that one is? No, that's the chocolate mousse and the creme brulee. That's what's left in this box. But you can see they're really cute. Like, they even look like little cakes. Don't they look cute? All right. Then try not to handle them too much. Then the other one, it looks, well, here, I'll just hold the picture up so I'm not manhandling them. That's what the 2 that are left in the box look like. And they're good. They're really good. So those are in the little box. I will share my chocolate with you. That's why I don't want to touch them all. The next box, I'm doing this one-handed. I got little Arya hanging out right behind me. We're just hanging out here watching booger flicks, and I got on my pink superhero coat, the one I always wear. It's all tattered. It's like sliding on an old boot. It's nice and comfortable, right? Excuse me. So I got these ones. And I know it's backwards, but starting from the top, the yellow one is lemon cheesecake and raspberry cheesecake are the top ones. And then the bottom ones, I'm trying to read this backwards, can't read it backwards, vanilla cheesecake and strawberry cheesecake. And oh my gosh, these are so good, right? But look at how they come packaged. Aren't those pretty? They look like little pieces of cake. Alright, they're awesome. I'll touch this one because I am going to eat one of these. I haven't had one of these ones yet. But they look like a little cake. So, yeah, I can't wait. I'll just leave that one standing up so I know which one I touched. So, no, baby, these are not for you. Head out. Do not let your cats or your dogs ever eat chocolate. Never, ever, 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 ever. You will turn their liver to pudding and they will die. You can't have none of these. These will kill you, baby girl. Mommy's got something else you can have. Yeah, it's called Temptations. Tastes like catnip. And so the next box, which is the big box. Oh, you can hear it screaming on TV. Sorry about that. But they look like little cupcakes. And you can see when they're cut open. Get your nose out of that. You can see when they're cut in half. That's what they look like on the inside. And these are cupcake chocolates, they're called. And we have fudge cream, salted caramel or caramel, strawberry fondant, and raspberry ganache. And I'll show you what these look like. But I gotta keep that cat distracted because, and I haven't even gotten into these yet. Oh, Hammy gonna get fat while she gets healthy. I don't think that goes together. Getting fat and getting healthy when you're sick. But like I say, come on, who wouldn't want chocolates when they're sick, right? And it helps the throat. So I don't know if I'll be doing my chores tonight. Probably. It's supposed to get really cold again, and I've been working to put blankets and stuff up on the inside of her wall. No, baby, you can't have that. Just to stop any of the draft and that coming through. You can see I'm super pale. I'm running a bit of a fever, but I'm all cuddled up with my nice blankie and, like I say, watching booger flicks. But the barn, if you've seen the inside of my barn, it's the boards all come across, and then on the cracks of each board, I don't know what that's called, board and batting maybe, but my friend, he knows because he builds those little cabins. You know who you are. But I think it's board on board type of thing. So the top boards that are over the cracks from the other two boards that are up, there's insulation behind it and then another wall behind it. But the insulation is just styrofoam. It's not very thick. And it used to be a tool shed. And we renovated it, added a whole new addition to it. That's the new chicken coop, but the other half, the one that floods out on me all the time, right? We insulated that, but all we had was the styrofoam. But the styrofoam that we got was, it wasn't like the blue or the pink styrofoam. This is white and has paper over it. So, and it'll dull the crap out of your knife right quick, I tell you what, while you're trying to cut it. So it's kind of got, I don't know, something hard in it, but it works really well. So that side is nice and warm. But on her side, because that was just the original, and we haven't taken the boards off to re-insulate that. It's insulated up in the ceiling with pink insulation, but it's not packed in there tight because critters can get up in the ceiling. So anyways, got to do that again. But I take hay and I stuff hay all through the cracks. All the cracks I can find around the window, in the corners, between the boards, up in the ceiling. Stuff like that. And then just to make her feel a little more secure, because we had that little flying squirrel issue, is I took that big white sheet that I put down for her blanket. Oh, excuse me, my nose is just itchy. It's dry. I just want to pick it. Don't pick it. But I take that big sheet now, and it covers up the whole wall and around the corner. And I get that all tucked in, and you can see, even with the hay, you'll see the sheet move just a little bit. So when there's a draft, so this is working out quite well. The barn's staying a lot warmer. Her big fleece blanket that I lay on her at night or put down for her bed as well, because it really holds the heat. It's like wearing the inside of a big comfy sweatshirt. I've got that up over the window. Hi, baby. I've got that up over the window, and again, all tucked in everywhere, right? So, and then Mr. Moon put up some plastic on the outside of the window, so on the days that aren't stupid cold like it's going to be the next couple days, she can still see outside. Well, she can't really see. I mean, it's hard to look through plastic, but she's still getting the light coming in. Whereas with that other blanket, there's not a lot of light coming in, so she has to use artificial light, like light bulb. All right, so anyways, I got that part all done up. I've got a blanket up over a door that I tuck all down the cracks, because if I look like this and I can see any kind of light at all through the door, I stuffed that with a big old sheet that I got, goes right over the top, and what overhangs gets stuffed. And I leave the fabric on the inside, so if they touch the door, it's a steel door, so they're not going to get cold if they fall asleep against the door. I mean, they will, the sheet's there, but they're not like, it's like when you pull your curtain off cold window, you know how it sticks. That won't happen. And remember those blankets? They were the best. Oh, they were like a real heavy fleecy material or wool, and they had that satin all the way around, like the satin edging all the way around. It was about that thick. And I mean, way back when Kmart was around, and then We end up with Walmart. You can get them all the time, and they're always so comfy, and kids just love to be snuggled up in them. I got an old one of those that's seen better days. Thing's probably 30 years old. So I used it on Angelina one time, and she decided to grab a hold of it. And of course, when I tried to pull it from her, it ripped. Right. So I cut that into strips, and I stuffed that all down inside the door because it's an old building, right? So I put that all in there and tuck it all in on the bottom and keep all the wind out and everything. And then she's got her feed bags in front of the door with the board. And then I got another one sitting, 2x4 sitting in another bag, and it's propped right up. There's some rubber flaps that come over the blanket, and then that gets propped right up. And besides anything trying to get in the barn, the minute he knocks a pitchfork over, that board will come and smack right on his head, and off he goes. And so will the one right down along the bottom where, any animal will be trying to snuff in there, and I smell chickens. And her back door is all insulated as well, so and that whole chicken coop's insulated. They're not in the new part of the chicken coop yet because that side isn't insulated, but it's closed off, so the wind's not getting in there. So the other day it was minus 17 out, and with all that stuff put up, it was still like plus 6 in the barn. So that was pretty good, and it was a couple heat lamps, and it's holding the heat, so that's cool. So I'm not too worried, but I really don't want to go out there tonight. I usually just go out in my house coats. I double them up and sometimes triple them up just because if anything gets on them, it's just so much easier to throw a house coat in the washing machine than an actual winter coat, because if y'all have ever washed a winter coat, you know what a pain in the butt that can be, and then it gets all lumpy and all the fluffing gets all scrunched up on one side, so the house coats work for me, but I'm just worried that she might catch the cold. But considering I've been going out every night, she could probably have already caught the cold. So I'll check her nose tonight. But yeah, goats can catch a cold, right? So can any of your pets. If you're sick, don't breathe all over your animals because they can catch it too. But, excuse me. I got my juice, and I got a beer, and I got chocolate. And, I'm going to make something different for supper tonight. I think what I'm going to do is take some raw hamburger, flatten it out, hot dog shape, put a nice thick piece of cheese in it, then roll that up like a hot dog, then wrap that in bacon and fry that up. That ought to keep Mr. Moon happy for at least an hour chewing on that and make enough for the next night, right? So, and then I'm going to try out my new, he got me a new air fryer, but it looks like a giant toaster oven, right? I haven't tried it out yet. I had to take it outside, and he took it out for me, and you're supposed to set it at 500 and burn off any of the oils and stuff that was used while they manufactured it, and it stinks. It's like an old wood stove, right? Well, a new wood stove. If you get a new wood stove, burn it off outside first before you install it in your house, which sucks because usually the guys that deliver your wood stove, they'll put it right into place for you, but we did that once and out west, and man, did that stove ever stink, and it's smoking, and that was all in the house, and it just smelled horrible. All right, for about a week, it got into my clothes, into the carpet, into the couch. You could always smell it. So, yeah, always burn that outside first. If you get an opportunity and you got 2 good friends or 3 good friends that'll help you get it back in the house after, right? So, but yeah, so we burnt that off, and so I'm really eager to try it. It's got super quick air fry at the top. The next level is regular air fry, and then the super air fry and broil at the top, and then the next one is air fry, and then the next rack down is for baking, and then the bottom rack is for like roasts or proofing your bread or your biscuits and stuff like that. It's got all kinds of settings, right? It's a pretty complicated looking thing, bigger than a microwave, just a bit bigger than a regular toaster oven. But I was just, for Christmas, I said, can I get one of those air fryers just with the little bucket you pull out? Because the one I have, it has a paddle in it, and every time it spins around, you put your onion rings in it just comes out onion, and all your crumbles are sitting in the bottom. Your fish sticks, they just look like little strips of cardboard because all the batter has been beaten off them, all the breading. So this here, all you got to do is just shake it, spin it around, put it back in, boom, good to go. So I'm excited. I'm too sick for anything greasy, really. So I'm just gonna make these hot dog length things wrapped in, um, well, hamburger with stuffed with cheese, like a meatloaf, like mini meatloaf, but as long as a hot dog, and wrapped in bacon. And I think he'll be happy with that. And then some potatoes or something. I'll probably just eat my Mr. Noodles because I like those. So, anyways, folks, I'm gonna take a couple days off just so if you don't hear from me, I'm not a missing person. you know, I'm okay. But yeah, I'm gonna take a couple days off YouTube, just try to get myself recovered and just putter around the house and because I bend over and my head feels like it's gonna explode, pretty congested. So, and then the throat's pretty sore. My nose is itchy. Oh, it's really itchy. It's probably from I keep blowing my nose, so it's probably I need some Kleenex with the lotion in it or something. My skin's just getting dried out. But yeah, I still running a bit of a fever. I took an acetaminophen a while ago, and then I just been laying down, just like I say, watching booger movies with the cat. So not to worry, I'm on the mend. I'm fine. But I get hit with a cold at least once a year. So, all right. Well, I hope you all have a beautiful day. It's gonna get cold if you're in Canada. We got a nor'easter coming in, they said. So, some even in some places in southern Ontario, they could be looking at with the wind chill factor, like in the minus 40s Celsius, which is pretty damn cold. But I don't think we're going to get hit with it because we're northern Ontario. It's already cold, so I don't think it's going to make much difference. But the weather pattern keeps changing. Right now, it's just calling for snow here, and it's already a little bit of, flutters of the snow. Excuse me for scratching my nose. I'm sorry. This probably looks really rude. But we got a little bit of snow right now, and when it's snowing, it's actually warmer. If that makes sense. But yeah, clear skies, clear night skies is really cold. When it's snowing and clouded over, it's a little bit warmer. So y'all stay warm. Be good to one another. I'll probably see you in a couple days. Okay, and yes, my friend, I'm getting the mail out. Finally. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I hope you have like I say, a beautiful day, and today's what, Saturday, so enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm just gonna lounge and eat chocolate. Chocolate! Yeah. And then for you, little kitty. Okay, we'll talk to you all later. Keep your moonshine on, otherwise you can't see in the dark. But if you got a cold and you start coughing in the dark, somebody will find you. All right, we'll talk to you later. Bye.